Hello. Baby Krishna was the cutest baby ever, and the toddler Krishna was the naughtiest toddler ever. Continuing our story after Krishna's birth, Kamsa now realized that the person who's going to kill him is still alive. He thinks that Vasudeva wouldn't have transferred the baby beyond Mathura city. He orders his soldiers to kill all the babies born in last 15 days. Soldiers get inside every house of Mathura city, drags the mother and the newborn baby out, kills the baby in front of the mother. There is no limit for the mother's sorrow and nobody to listen to their plea also. With this, all the babies who are born in last 15 days are dead in Mathura city. With this also, Kamsa is not secured. He still thinks that the person is still alive, that the baby is still alive. He summons his monster friend Pootana. Pootana is a Rakshasi who is capable of changing her appearance as her wish. Pootana comes to Kamsa. Kamsa narrates the story to her. Pootana promises Kamsa to kill all the babies in the villages around Mathura without anybody suspecting that it was either Pootana or Kamsa. Wasting no time, she changes her appearance into a beautiful maid, beautiful lady. She smears her breasts with a toxic poison. This poison was so strong that half a drop of poison was capable of killing a strong man. She starts visiting the villages. When she found a baby, she would request the mother to hand over the baby to her so that she could spend some time with the baby. And when nobody is around, she would just put her breasts into the baby's mouth. Immediately, the baby is dead. She would replace the baby back in the cradle or leave the baby there and then move on. This she continues to in all the villages. There was chaos in all these villages that the newborn babies are mysteriously dying without realizing what is the cause of the death. Finally, Pootana is in Vrindavana, Nanda's place. In Nanda's palace, when she enters, she finds that baby Krishna is fast asleep in his cradle. She picks up the baby. Though she is a Rakshasi, though she is a monstrous one, she is after all a woman. The motherly feelings attack her. With all the motherly affection, she cajoles the baby. She hugs the baby. She kisses the baby. Suddenly, she realizes her purpose of visit. She takes the beautiful kid on her lap and puts her breasts into his mouth. By now, Krishna is awake and he happily drinks her milk. The poison has no effect on him. Krishna is happily drinking. The milk is over, but Krishna doesn't stop sucking. With milk getting over, the blood comes in. Pootana is in terrible pain, but he doesn't stop. With all her might, she tries pushing the baby away from her. But no, the baby doesn't leave her. After some time, there is a huge thud sound, and all the people around rush to Nanda's place, only to find that a huge monster lady is lying dead next to the small smiling Krishna. All are shocked. Yashoda rushes, picks up the baby and cajoles the baby. Everybody is shocked with the miracle. Such miraculous incidents happen many a times around Krishna. As he grows up, Yashoda realizes that Krishna is very, very fond of butter. The butter in his house is not enough for him. He goes to others' house and robs butter from there. He is always with his friends in robbing this butter. The neighbors are also tired with Krishna's robbery. So one day, 4-5 ladies who are Nanda's neighbors come over to Yashoda's house and complain her about Krishna's naughtiness. They say, "Oh Yashoda, I am tired with your son's naughtiness. He comes over to our house, breaks the butter pot, spoils the kitchen, robs the butter, and creates a lot of mess. Also, why don't you feed him butter? Why should he come over to our house to eat butter? He not only does with himself, he spoils my son also. My son has also started robbing around." With all these complaints, Yashoda is very furious on Krishna. She drags Krishna and asks, "Is this right? Is this auntie telling the truth?" Krishna makes a very innocent face and says, No, I have not done anything like this." But with his face, Yashoda realizes that Krishna is the culprit. Now, for a person who's done the naughtiness, punishment has to be given. So she thinks of the punishment and says that I am going to tie you to this rock, to this strong rock, so that you won't move around for the whole day. She says, "Stand here, I will go and get a big rope." She goes inside, gets a big rope which she uses to tie her cows. She tries to tie Krishna. Suddenly, she realizes the rope has become small and she is not able to tie Krishna. She leaves the rope there, goes inside, gets a new one. The same thing happens with the second rope also. With this, she is all frustrated, she is all irritated, and she says, "Oh, am I going mad? Am I going crazy with this? What is happening to me? I am not even able to tie a rope." With this, she hears a small chuckle from the toddler Krishna. Toddler Krishna is laughing. She realizes that this is all the naughtiness of Krishna. She holds the rope in her hand just to see that the rope is growing to its original length. Once the rope grows, with a smile on her face, Yashoda ties Krishna and says, "Stay here. I will go and get some butter for you." Krishna is tied to a big rock, but he still wants to eat butter. He is not able to move. He thinks that he will go to the garden and then come back. He tries to pull the rock and starts moving along with the rock. He goes out of the garden using all his strength, and then he goes in between two big trees in his garden. He drags the rock so hard on that side of the tree that both the trees fall off on the ground. with Krishna in the center. Listening to the noise of the tree falling, people from all around rush to see. What do they see? They see that the big two trees have fallen down, and the naughty Krishna is standing with his with the big stone in his back, tied to his back, and he is smiling naughtily. Yashoda rushes from inside the house with the butter, shaky hands with the butter in her hand, just to see this horrible scene. And from the tree, two Gandharvas come out, bow their hands to Krishna, say that their curse to be born as a tree is gone. He has released them from the curse, and they fly to the sky. Everybody is shocked, everybody is speechless, everybody do not know what to do now. Everybody bows their hand to Krishna and says, Jai Shri Krishna.